No time to cook? Well, if you've got 5 minutes, you can have a soft French-style omelet that is so sophisticated, you'll think you've just landed in Paris. Plus, my 3 secrets to omelet perfection every single time. Omelets are one of my favorite back pocket dinners. They are fast and easy. I've always got eggs on hand, and when you make it in the French style, it always feels just different, nicer, more chic than breakfast. To make this French omelet, all you need is a couple of eggs, some salt, and a little bit of cheese and chives if you want. To make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. I'm going to crack the eggs right into a bowl so that I can whisk them really, really well. This is one of my first secrets to having fantastic omelets every time you make them. I'm going to take just a little pinch of salt, add it to the eggs, and then really whisk them. I want there to be no differentiation between white and yolk here. This is how you get a really smooth, very refined omelet. So I'm using a whisk. I'm not gonna add anything else, no water, no milk, no nothing, just the eggs, but absolutely whisking them until they are completely combined. Some French chefs even strain this mixture to make sure it's extra smooth, but you know, I'm uncomplicated, so I'm gonna skip that step. Once that's perfectly mixed, I'll turn the heat on under a small nonstick pan, just medium, doesn't have to be too hot. Of course, every good omelet has butter, so I'm going to add a little lump of butter into the pan as it is heating up. And I'll just make sure to swirl the butter around so it really coats the pan. Secret number 2 to omelet perfection is this combination of having the pan only at medium, you don't want it on high, but also waiting until that butter is fully melted. So I want the pan to be hot when the egg mixture goes in, but not so hot that it browns. A browned omelet is not a French omelet. So no brown here. We want the eggs to cook, but only just delicately. This one step takes a little extra time, but it is so worth it. Now that the butter is all totally melted and it's even just starting to sizzle just a little teeny tiny bit, I'm gonna add the egg mixture, and I'm gonna have my silicone spatula right here at the ready so that I can start moving it around as soon as it hits the pan. Once it's in there, I'm gonna kind of make little tiny swirls in the egg just to kind of keep it moving and to get it a little bit fluffier. If I just leave the eggs in one layer, they won't really get fluffy. They'll kind of be flat and a little bit boring. This is the perfect way to make sure that you get a nice little bit of texture with the egg, but at the same time, it all holds together. Scrape down the sides. So this is almost like a kind of semi-scramble of this egg. And once it really starts to firm up like this, then I'm gonna shake it, move all the uncooked egg around just a little bit, get those sides down. At this point, this is what the French call an omelette baveuse. That means it's still kind of wet, kind of runny, kind of almost uncooked in the middle. If that's not to your taste, here's a simple way to fix it. Just grab a lid and cover the omelet over the very, very lowest of heat for about 30 seconds. So now that omelet is nice and fully dry on top, I'm gonna add some cheese. And this is secret number 3 to omelet perfection. Easy does it on the fillings. You don't need to add sauteed peppers and onions and chicken and all that stuff. A French omelet is simple and very sophisticated, and it just lets the eggs really shine. So I'm only gonna add a couple tablespoonfuls of finely grated firm cheese. In this case, Parmesan. That is not a grater. Felt exactly the same in my hand. Like this recipe? Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. I release new videos every week and you don't want to miss a single one. All right, now to get this omelet onto the plate, I'm going to think of it in thirds, and I'm going to flip the bottom third up over the cheese. Now this omelet should be quite delicate. It's not going to be crusty on the bottom, so you just kind of want to get under there with your spatula so that you can flip that right over top. That is perfect French omelet, no brown, just beautifully, delicately cooked egg. Now I'm going to kind of flip that final third over, a little bit there, and then gently place this omelet on my nice fancy plate. So it is soft, fluffy, and delicate. I'm going to take just a little tiny bit of fresh chives just to put over top for a little bit of color. I do love chives with eggs. You can skip these, or you can use any herb that you've got in your garden or in your fridge. So there it is, a perfectly smooth and fluffy French omelet. Very sophisticated. I like to serve it with a little salad. You know, if you happen to have a glass of chilled champagne on the side, that wouldn't be wrong. But this is a true back pocket dinner made quickly and easily from ingredients that you've already got on hand. And if you want some more back pocket dinners, check the description below for a free download of a collection of my favorite back pocket dinners. The full recipe of this delicious dish is down there too. Hey, life is complicated. Cooking shouldn't be. Happy cooking. And check out these other great back pocket dinners.